Welcome. Oh my God. Welcome to TYT Sports. It's a very Durant type of morning.
Durant.
Oh, that's actually pretty good. Durant type of morning. Yeah, so the biggest name in free agency who has yet to sign and likely won't until after the weekend is Kevin Durant. Now, Nick Wright went on Colin Cowherd's morning show, part of Fox Sports 1, and he had a very savage take onto what Kevin Durant could do. A couple people in the comments section asked to respond to that. So first, let's show you how Kevin Durant should go about free agency according to Nick Wright.
Kevin Durant is going to meet with 6 teams. What should he do?
All right. I've been waiting to talk about this for a year. Ever since we saw what happened with DeAndre Jordan, there's been this scenario percolating, and now is the perfect time. What if I told you Kevin Durant had an opportunity to make the most money, give himself the best chance to win, and ruin his greatest competition? That's something he should do, right?
Sure.
All he has to do is this. Go meet with the Warriors. Tell them I'm coming. Clear out the max cap space. I'm there. Let Harrison Barnes walk. Probably got to trade Iguodala. Once they do that, have a little press conference in Oklahoma City. I was never leaving, baby. I'm staying here. I'm a Thunder for life. The Warriors, there's no rules against lying. You can lie to your competition. It's cutthroat business. There's a loophole right now. There is a moratorium where you can make a commitment before you can sign. He can go to Golden State, tell them, clear out the cap space, and I will be a Warrior. They let Harrison Barnes go. They move Iguodala. He then goes back to Oklahoma City and says, guys, this is my team. We're going to win championships. I'm going to make the most money, have the best teammate. And, oh, yeah, Golden State, who was in our way, they're worse now because I'm so loyal to the Thunder.
But he's such a nice guy. You think he would do that?
Well, I don't know if he would. I know he should. What do we love about Kobe Bryant? Cutthroat. Anything it takes to win. What have we seen in the NBA? Teams will do things that are against the spirit of the game in order to win. The Hack-a-Shack is the perfect example. It's bad for the consumer. It's bad for the product. It gives you an edge. Kevin Durant has an opportunity to debilitate his biggest competition just by telling a little white lie. He goes to Sam Presti before any of this and says, listen, tell no one. I'm staying. I am staying.
All right, so the gist of what he's saying is, yes, debilitate the Warriors, tell a little bit of a white lie, and he's right in the way that that's a loophole. He could do that.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Like, how do you possibly think this would happen? You can directly sabotage another team. Show me clear-cut examples where this has happened.
Oh, no, because it hasn't.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying.
That's why it's such a savage take.
I understand it's entertaining. It's going to get us talking about it. It's going to get people on the show interested. The guy, it's an interesting take. It's an interesting take on something that you maybe would expect from a savage individual who will stop at nothing to win. But here's another interesting take. Sign with the Warriors and you'll win.
So you say that, right? But many argue, not necessarily myself, but many argue that the Thunder were the best team in the playoffs last year. And they've gotten better. They signed Oladipo. They made a trade for Oladipo. They got rid of Ibaka, who wasn't fitting into that system anymore. They have, of course, Russell Westbrook, who's gotten better every single year. It's Steven Adams, a growing big man, a big man presence that the Warriors currently don't have. And they missed out on Whiteside. We'll get all the free agency stuff later on today. But are you sure? Are we sure? Are we totally sold that the Warriors are still the best team in the Western Conference?
It's an interesting conversation to have. I'm glad we're having it. Because
I would think maybe sign with the Spurs.
But here's the thing, Jason.
Or the Clippers.
You don't need to be the best team to win the NBA.
That's true. That's a good point.
Oklahoma were undoubtedly one of the most exciting teams to watch last year. If we're going on best teams to win, like best performing teams, yeah. But that doesn't happen in sports. Not a lot of the time. Golden State were not the best team. In a couple of situations go a little differently. They win. They go back-to-back champions, and we're not even having this conversation.
That's true.
We're thinking Kevin Durant is now going to come up against a team that's so dominant that they went back-to-back. They broke a record during the regular season. What is he going to do? If there's this facade that floats around that Kevin Durant is just so ambitious to win, so ambitious, I think that's our own media interpretation of what we want for him because he's so talented, because he's so great. We don't want to see him become a Charles Barkley, be one of the best players to never get a ring.
Yeah.
But if Kevin Durant was so savage in the way that this is even considered a possibility, otherwise it's just an entertaining take.
Well,
it's not a
super
possibility.
I find it extremely entertaining.
And he makes a point that I wanted to argue back with. That this is Kobe Bryant. Yeah, you might think that he's going to do anything. He's going to slit the throats of many to get in that position.
I want to dispute his point about Kobe Bryant real quick because Kobe Bryant, selfishly savage, not make the team better savage in a way. And I say that because look at all the stories of Kobe Bryant turning to, I can't remember his name, Dan, the owner that was before, Donald Sterling? Yeah, turning to Donald Sterling and other Clippers GMs while on the court against the Clippers in the mid-2000s and saying, get me out of the Lakers. I'll sign with you today. And then, of course, he doesn't do it, and he ended up staying a Laker the rest of his life. But I don't think that, I mean, what do we like about Kobe Bryant, that he was a cutthroat killer? Yeah, it's the same things we like about, Michael Jordan and stuff like that. Look, when it comes to Kevin Durant, we haven't had a free agent like Kevin Durant since the 2010 LeBron James. LeBron James opting out of his contract means nothing. He's signing with the Cavs. But Kevin Durant is the type of player, there's one of like 5, in my opinion, actual max contract players in the league, really 10, that if he went to the worst team in the league, the New Jersey Nets, they're not even the New Jersey Nets, the Brooklyn Nets, they immediately become like the 3rd best team in the Eastern Conference or 4th best team because Kevin Durant alone could do that much for one organization. So I think because there's so much around it, there's going to be a lot of takes like this. But don't you think maybe Nick Wright ruined this? What if Kevin Durant was thinking this?
Damn it, you blew
and he's like, God damn it! I was going to go to the Warriors, and then I was going to go to the Clippers, and I was going to debilitate the whole league.
Say he did do that, and say they went on and won. If you're talking about putting an asterisk on a title,
right,
that's an asterisk.
But what if he went to he told the Warriors exactly that, and he signed with the Thunder, and then the Warriors just go out and sign LeBron James?
I would like to see him go to the Eastern Conference, and I think if he goes to anyone in the Eastern Conference that at the moment are of a decent standard, that conference immediately becomes more competitive and immediately becomes intriguing to watch.
We can finish on this because here's the biggest part of the whole free agency thing. People don't want Kevin Durant to sign with the Thunder because there's not really a storyline there. What they want is to see something change. They want to see somebody of his stature in a different jersey starting next season because then it creates an entirely new storyline. We know the Kevin Durant Oklahoma City story. It doesn't change next year, championship or not. If he goes anywhere, if he goes to the Warriors, oh, what a headline. Oh, if he goes to the Celtics, what a headline that would be. If he goes to the Clippers, what a headline. But if he stays with the Thunder, it's kind of boring for free agency. And there's nothing wrong with that, but when you're in the media, you want exciting, you want controversial, you want something to really grab attention. And we've known the Kevin Durant Oklahoma City story. It's been the same for the last 6, 7, 8 years.
And that's why clips like this and takes like that are interesting.
I just think it's a very interesting take.
It is.
I thought that was something that we haven't really heard somebody say. It's just he says it. Nick Wright says it with such conviction. He's like, it would debilitate their opponent.
Yeah, and that's another thing that we could get into discussion of. Is Golden State losing Harrison Barnes? I don't know if depending if they let Iguodala go. To make that trade, do they think that they make that trade? Do they really become that much weaker? Yes, they traded Iguodala, no doubt.
I also think he's selling Golden State a little short.
I think so. That's what I think.
Just a little bit short. You know what I mean?
And I can't even argue back because everyone's selling them short after their loss to the Cavs. Not that good. Not that good. Regular season, not that good. But that's why I love basketball fans.
538 who ran is the Steph Curry revolution over? Jesus Christ. Jesus. Hit 400 threes in a season. No one's ever hit 300 before.
That just doesn't happen.
Bang my head against the desk.
I know.
All right, guys, comment below what you think about the savage Kevin Durant take. Savage has been a word used. It's the word of 2016.